Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back once more to Pillars of Eternity. Turns out, still not working. The bug preventing me from going to Raedric's Keep still getting in my face. We'll see what we have to do about it. For now, I think it's time to go down the endless dungeon, casting tons of fireballs, and then popping
All
up
right
real
then.
quick just to heal and reset the fireballs. I know, cheap strategy. Super time intensive. All the good stuff in life. Check on the Citadel, Fortress, Stronghold, whatever the name of this thing is, real quick. Nothing here to report. There's my builds. My builds at anything in the works? 13 hours. Alright. 13-hour hype. Oh, how is everybody doing today? I see some pretty familiar faces out there in the chat crowd today. Holler at you, folks. And for those of you in the future watching on it, well, for me it's the future. For you watching it, it will be the past. We have to keep our tenses correct, of course. I'm not just a Pillars of Eternity streamer. I also do quite a few tabletop Dungeons and Dragons type games, so check out the rest of the stuff on my channel if you're interested in that. Because quite a few of you followed me just to watch Pillars of Eternity, apparently. And I have absolutely no problem with that. That's awesome.
Nice and slow.
Game is fantastic. I am bad at it. All of the greatest things in life. Probably gonna let my group form up here before I, move ahead and get slaughtered. You know, there's something else. Someone told me that there's another opposite spell called Chilling Fog. Does blind. I never used that shit. So there we go. Yeah, we're gonna spam the fuck out of that. Yeah, piggy. Space pig hype. Go. Oh shit, well that's terrible. That sounds really bad, Shadow. As you know, I am a huge fan of cats doing whatever the hell they want and getting away with it, so... Yo, I got 2 custom characters in my group.
Now this I haven't seen before.
Oh, this. Okay, let's see. My journal is molting pages. Do not know if any part of my account will survive this expedition. We thought Scadia lost alongside Idriga. She has returned, carrying a strange seal and a smirk on her face despite her injuries. Badly wounded and Manic is tearing to her. I have been researching the seal in the meantime. It is of intricate design, made of Adra, shaped around a small bloodstone gem. It seems one of our predecessors was attempting to translate some of the inscriptions. According to his text, these seals were carried by 3 Anguithian overseers, all bearing titles. The Guardian, the Builder, and the Scribe. This one seems to have belonged to the Guardian, who was charged with defending these ruins against incursions from dangerous beasts. I have to admit, I don't believe he did a very good job of that. That would seem to be his seal. Boom. Now it's my seal. Hashtag suck it.
Brave thou Philotheli.
Overrun hype. Alright, let me see if I can remember how to do this right. We need pro style. That.
How may I help?
We want some of this chilling fog to blind. Boom. Nail that. Oh, buddy, where's that grease? Where's the grease, friend? Alright.
Yes.
Now that the basics are down, fireball time.
Hi.
Alright.
That's it.
I'm not even paying attention to half my party. You can tell I haven't played this game in days because I'm just like, oh, my party's doing things? Okay. I'm concentrating on the fireballs. Boom. Lay down the smash.
There's a lesson to be taught.
What is it?
That reminds me. The new Rat Queens will be coming out in 1 week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Rat Queens is a fantastic fantasy adventure, grimdark comic, which you can get online.
All right then.
Quite good. It's also super grimdark and super mature. Definitely rated R for rockin'.
Brave thou Philotheli.
Yes.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Fireball. Yeah, suck it.
What? Following your law.
How may I help? Indeed.
So it turns out this mage book slam power also deals raw damage, which means it bypasses DR. So I should be using this on you know, really tough enemies. Super tough enemy. I'm saving because of course I'm out of fireballs. But
I shall be
I'm assuming I
quiet as
can
a
get through one
calm
more
sea.
fight before
Which brave thou Philotheli.
Hey.
everybody. Punch this guy in the face.
Yes.
And we're gonna do blind plus freeze and just completely disable everybody.
Following your lead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. The kind of fire you're out of
How bad?
fireballs. What kind of magic user are you? The kind of magic user that has to answer to the unions, of course.
What?
The magic union.
That's it.
Alright.
What
let's
is
get
it?
Val off the chain.
That's the
That. Do some this. Punch him in the face. I love how like they're all running away. Alright.
Your word.
Time for some slams, boys. What's up?
Hi.
Tight. Uh-oh. That thing was pretty interesting. Tight now. Hype.
Yes.
He's hype.
That's not very helpful.
Oh, come on, buddy. You literally can't disengage with a half dozen people to cast the spell. That's super dumb. Alright. I was actually told that this spell, the healing
What is
stuff
it?
that the clerics can do is their weakest move.
What?
Which I guess isn't all
If
that
it
surprising, given how powerful regenerate is. The Union of Spellcasters.
Let's have it out! How may I
Almost
help?
My Thieves Guild Union. Although, to be fair, the Thieves Guild Union is so uncontrollably bad that no one can control it.
Following your lead.
Alright. Forgot about this guy and his damn skeletons.
Hey,
We'll trip this dude.
What?
Val's down, so we don't get to have her being a complete badass.
Roll up 10.
Rock 10, brother. It's hard doing this without a bunch of fireballs. You know, smashing
How may I
everything
help?
into the ground.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Skeletons. The house.
Hey,
I've been doing some prep for this new tabletop RPG campaign for Stars Without Numbers today.
yes?
Watching some World War II, like, submarine dramas and stuff like that. Plus, I watched The Hunt for the Red October, which is it's like, it's like Black Hawk Down. It's not as good. You know, if you're from a generation that didn't get to watch Hunt for the Red October, it's the Black Hawk Down light.
Yes?
Hey,
How
may I help?
Oh yeah, apparently that fire spell is ridiculously powerful, which does make sense. It does also explain why early on why I killed all my own team members. Alright, book hand slipe hand book slam hype, bro. Let's do it. Oh yeah, you should probably keep healing or regeneration. There we go. Yeah, now it's oh, bandits want to come at me, bro? We're not doing any damage to this guy. That's what it is. Everybody's doing like 1 point of damage. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That one spell definitely wrecked his shit in.
Yes? Hey,
On
How
your
many
word.
damage dealers left?
Stand still.
All these dudes are just hitting his DR.
How may I help?
Not believe.
I shall deal with this one.
Guy, take for me, Duran.
That's not very helpful.
Man, healing is not even the start of their problem. Not even slightly. Talking about Reign of Winter. My game audio is very loud. I guess that's impossible. If I can
I cannot keep up this pace.
lower it to like 30. Let me know if that's better. The problem in Reign of Winter, in my opinion, is that they keep pushing forward for no apparent reason. That might work. We're dealing some damage. Oh, this guy's not even doing it. Oh, he is. Alright. What happens when you have a party full of non-damage dealers? Alright.
Hey,
Sleep, hype. Sleep, hype. You can still hardly hear me. I have a microphone right on my face. It's kind of hard to believe. Yes, they do have bad tactics. It's true. And yes, that is their problem.
all right then.
Do I want to use a rest? I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to crawl all the way back out of this area. So crawl height. Nope, don't want to go that way. Stop. No. Well, at least the sound's balanced. I mean, obviously you should be able to hear me, but if the game's way louder than me, you can just turn up your TV once it's balanced. I'm jumping around here in my thoughts. How many wives do I think it will take before they use sound tactics? I don't know. Henley's joining the party, so they're going to have 5 people. But again, yeah, I think this is 4. The problem, once again, is not that they're don't have enough combat power. It's lack of healing and going into fights fatigued and at 2 hit points. Doesn't matter what edition of D&D you're playing. 2 hit points is not a lot. Oh, some stretching. Well, I had a fantastic day. Starting off as I do every Wednesday, doing some fitness training at the gym. You know, when I first started going, I absolutely hated it. Came back, was basically crippled for hours, lying, going, oh, my back hurts, my neck hurts. But then, after like 2 weeks now, I'm like, yeah, man, I love going to the gym. It's fantastic. Me from 3.5 months ago. Actually, it's almost 4 months now. Would have been like, shut up, you're dumb. Going to the gym is stupid. Stock up on wands and mummy's mask. Don't open that jar of worms again, man. Already the whole day was nothing but mummy's mask, wand hype. Everyone was like, let's take sides in an argument about magic items. I told a really awesome story about my own experiences making magic items.
Start having fancy dinner parties, and I don't know if we can still be friends.
Yeah. That's so fantastic. I'm gonna read that line out loud just so that the people who watch my tabletop streams can get a good laugh out of it too. I think Henley will be the voice of reason, which I never thought I'd say. Bam, that's ice cold, man. Ice cold. Let's see here. I'll do that. I want to up Bright Hollow so I look like a boss inside my own house. Alright, I'm going to resolve it. I'm going to flip it, ship it, and reverse it. Oh no, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just chain cast Fireball.
Yes?
Yes?
Well,
Hey.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Hi?
Grab the loot quick! Grab the loot quick! No! And there was the gnashing of teeth with 1,000 voices as the... Oh, okay. Free loot. Loot, loot.
Hey, of course.
Now I'll go back and rest again. Oops. Yeah, guys. Oh man, I did it again. Wow. I really don't understand how full screen in this thing works. I'm always alt-clicking out. Jagging my mouse too far left. Regular viewers, we got Mummy's Mask Week 0 character creation plus start of play tomorrow night, Thursday night. Friday is going to be Worldwide Wrestling RPG again. I think everybody's coming in except Sean, who's caught up at work once more. You're going to see all your favorites: Rooster, Cowboy, and Wolf. The Comedy Barn. And
Sorry if I was a little tactless before. About your being a watcher. I didn't really understand what was involved. Is it hard hearing the spirits?
there's no denying the dead make for excellent sources of information. At times, sorry, at any rate, we're bound to find a solution for this. You can count on my help until we do. Then as soon as you help me, I'm going to go off and do whatever. James, there is some programs that let you watch a stream directly without going through Twitch servers, which is probably what's doing you in, is connecting to the San Francisco server. Forget what it's called, but you can look it up on the Twitch Reddit. Or just Google something like watching Twitch without the browser. I think it's like VLC Media Player or some crap. Anyway. Yes, Cowboy is really corny. Or should I say, really beefy? Play Paranoia sometime, undoubtedly. Next time I want to like lose all my friends and make everyone on my stream really angry, we're gonna play Paranoia, and then my entire streamcast is just gonna collapse in on itself. I'll just have a big like 20-man game of Paranoia, and by the end of it, everyone's gonna hate everyone. All the viewers are gonna be like, "Oh, it was so bad." Going home and taking my ball. For those of you who don't know what Paranoia is, it's actually this really fantastic player versus player game where the GM spends this whole time trolling you. If you display any knowledge of how to play the game, so if you say anything like metagamey or rules knowledge-y, the GM punishes you extremely heavily because it's a rules mechanic, is that you're not supposed to know the rules. Oh man, it's beautiful. Plus, you're either constantly overtly or covertly betraying everyone around you. Plus, you might be a traitor, commie, mutant, psychic, technomancer. Speaking of technomancers, I've finally made it. I know you're all excited. I've finally made it to the GM section of Shadowrun 5e Core. Bam. Where's the stairs down?
See now what the flame has shown us?
Oh. Peridot hype. More hate. Was that the Counter-Strike where those guys were trying to insult me and I was like, shut up?
Brave thou
Schooled them in the rules. Counter-Strike is beautiful. If I wasn't playing Heroes of the Storm and Pillars constantly, I'd probably be going back to streaming.
How may I help?
Heroes of the Storm is really good. I'm enjoying how quickly matches go by, you know, like less than a half-hour match.
Aye?
And it's not like any other MOBA where you might be like halfway in and just be like, okay, it's time to surrender. This game's basically over. You can really turn it. I don't want to say like the whole game, there's no point to it, because at the end, you can just turn it around 100%, no problem. But if you play strong at the end of the game, you can completely reverse the entire game's course. You're never really out of it until the very end. It's an impressive structure to me, because it's not like your efforts the whole way through are invalidated. If you're leading the whole time, there's a fairly good chance you're going to win, but it's not so one-sided that it's just a stomp fest. Alright, going down to level 5, gonna have to fight that Drake. Can't wait to see the Drake, turn around, and come back upstairs and leave. That was fast. Oh, I guess I wasn't stealth. That would be why. Alright.
Well.
I'm going to do shout hype. Then we'll do grease. We can kind of lock things into place here.
What?
Throw down one of these.
Aye?
Have my spellcasters. Grease. Uh-oh, did he move somewhere? Well, these guys are all stacked up, so I think it's time to slam dance them. Samoa style.
What?
Okay.
Yes.
I was flipping through some TV today while taking care of the cat. I noticed an NCIS marathon was on. It reminded me. I have Netflix. I have NCIS in my list somewhere, like season 10. I'm like 2 seasons behind. But the problem is, I have not sent a disc in like 4 months.
On your way.
I need to, like, seriously watch Homeland Season 1, Disc 4. Just get it over with, figure out what happens to the good sergeant and his CIA handler, and just be done with it. Alright, so where am I standing? Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm right there. Right. Let's slam the High Priest in the face with some grimoires. Uh-oh. They're healing too, which is bad. So, we're gonna grease again. Give them something better to think about.
I need
Frenzy hype!
darker.
A little low on first level spells. That seems bad. Durant's buddy, I need you in the game, bro. Good, good. Now I need Durant's over here. Lay down that sweet Shin music. Okay, he's alright. Okay. I think it's definitely fireball time. Yeah, sorry, man. This is not Jade Regent, unfortunately. That was a mistake. Set down. This is heal, right? Nope, that's not the heal. I definitely need the heal.
Following your lead.
Let's go bother that guy. Whoa! It's not that I didn't update the header. I did update the header, hater. It just didn't work. However, Matt, if you would like to go watch Jade Regent, it is in fact on the
Thing isn't doing its job.
YouTube right now, and this week was fantastic. You guys have a ton of health compared to the last few levels.
What is it? Well,
That is getting so real right now. AP gaming real, that is. There's too little dying, cursing, and lack of connection for it to be. I burned Dan pretty hard last night, right before we logged off. I felt super bad, by the way. Someone was like, yeah, he's gonna level up as long as he doesn't do something dumb. And I was like, oh, so he's definitely gonna be doomed. And then everyone was like, oh shit. And I was like, yeah, that was a sick burn right there. Alright, speaking of sick burns, that's not one that I want to lay down. That is. I think my party just has really low damage, except for my barbarian. My barbarian seems to be my only steady damage dealer. I don't know what I need to do to fix that. My tank is super fucking hard, man. Tank is good. Oh, it's this motherfucker. Yep, diamond necrotic damage.
Hey.
Parathis!
And then we came over and beat him to death with sticks.
All right then.
Hey.
Quite a bit.
All right then.
I'll tell you what, we're going to rest here. We're going to continue the journey. We'll probably expend all the spells in one big fight. Then we're going to head back upstairs and buy new camping supplies. And move along the main quest, because I'm getting kind of
I shall be
iffy
quiet as a calm sea.
on my
Which
ability
is
to actually do
not
this.
very quiet.
What?
Alright.
Great.
Oh, shit! Run backwards.
Yes.
Need
What?
everybody to be back.
Not
Good, good. Excellent.
Yes.
Now we should
What?
be good. Let's turn this into a hell zone. Alright. Seems good. Also seems good.
What is it?
Go nuts.
What?
Look at melee.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. I'm getting an increased level. Well, that seems dumb. That seems really powerful, but not needed. Instead, we're gonna book slam. Book slam height. Yeah, why are you slandering Henley's good name by saying that he's the voice of reason? What kind of monster are you? Alright. Rance heal! And then lay down some of that sweet,
Yes?
sweet single target spells.
safe, thou Felon.
Follow it up with some book slam. Yeah, we got this. Since I'm going back up the stairs anyway, might as well start blowing out these spells.
I shall.
Whoa, man.
Hey.
Disney Frozen? I'm thinking you maybe haven't seen the actual show yet. If you think that Disney
Alright,
is
then.
involved in any
Lady
way.
Dark.
It's fairy tale. Yeah, Reign of Winter's fairy tale, but it's dark fairy tale. It's all pillars of salt and shit. Can I play the reindeer? No. I already have a game where somebody's playing a dragon, and that is about as far as I'm willing to go. In fact, I almost probably made a mistake there. The dragon is super weak. It's an awesome character, but it's so weak. Minotaur Barbarian would have been fantastic, though. One day, I would like to play a game where I am a Minotaur Barbarian. Just so I can just run around charging and smacking. I don't think we've actually seen Henley's new character yet. Didn't we edit it? And then we haven't actually deployed the redone Rafi yet. We've been so busy literally doing everything else. Oh, I have to hire new dudes. Well, I'm hiring the best of dudes. They were the best of dudes. They were the worst of dudes. I don't have enough money to do any of these things. But I have a kitchen. Kitchen hype. And what's this over here? I'm gonna have to fix this up so I have an entirely working area. I'm just saying, I have a nice house now. I've worked so hard to use non-metagame knowledge of really liking fancy houses. Let me tell you about fancy houses, okay? Final Fantasy XI, I Moogle house the shit out of that fucking Moogle house, alright? I was the king of Moogle housing. I literally was growing plants up in that bitch. I had a superior bed.
You must gather your
My
party
Moogle
before
was
venturing
maximum
forth.
Moogle level. Yeah, man. Cockabo. Out. Mic drop. Moogle in. Moogles couldn't handle my shit. Supplicant from the Twin Elms. Fire. There, I'll pay him off. Apparently I'm super poor now. What's up, Justy? Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the edge of the map, unlock the other areas. Because I'm not going in that temple until I do what I need to do. Also, I need to sell off all my items and get new camping supplies. What's this area? Well, as long as I'm here, I might as well go check it out. Yeah, them bitches be mad because my prestige is so high. They want to try to tax my shit, and you know what? That's fine. I'm so fly, I dig it.
Gods keep you.
Who are you? Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on watch, it does. Look like you've recently arrived yourself. I'm a soldier of the Crucible Knights and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep, so Commander Cliver... Cliver. It's like clever, but shittier. This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor, as well as many of our soldiers' bunk. Well, that sounds really dumb. Tell me about yourselves. We're the defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver that. We were the first organized militia to oppose Adrian rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dunrid Row, and now I want to know more. Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish they were more careful in hiding their ciphers. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostility's in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. All I'm saying is that they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable, isn't it? That seems like an extreme position to take. I was playing Reign of Winter rather than running it. At this point in Reign of Winter, I would be playing a summoner who is an Azamar, so I couldn't take cold damage. I don't know if Endure Elements is a summoner spell, but I would have a bazillion scrolls of it. And I would just solo all the combats by sitting back. Because bitches can't handle my shit. That's some real conversation for your ass. Tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. We're the primary defenders of Defiance Bay. The Order's founders were the first to rally to the Drywoodian independence. It's of course ancient history now. Now we're the most prestigious company of soldiers in the Drywood. It's a glorious line of work. If you can forget about the barracks, that is. We don't just take anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defended this land a century and a half ago. Anyhow, Commander Cliver is responsible for initiations. He rarely accepts foreigners. Racism in a fantasy game. Awesome. I think Henley's playing Tengu Inquisitor.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they
cool.
won't be repaired till next week.
That's a fine blade indeed. Looks Adrian. Special made. Must have been a commission for a champion of some sort. A sword of this caliber would have had a specially designed hilt, too. It'd be a shame to graft anything else onto it, and besides, it'll balance best with all the original pieces. You'll find the rest, I'll forge it for you.
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
No, what you guys don't know about Henley's character is I'm letting him take Server Stance at level 2. So he's min-maxing dexterity for defense plus offense, that you can use dex to both damage and hit. So yeah. I love the idea of him being like, I don't know how to make characters, and now he's like this badass Tengu walking out in like Imperial armor with angel wings behind him, carrying a glowing scimitar, and he's like, yeah, I'm really new at making this character thing. 1d6 plus 10 damage at level 2.
We were all smiths back in Harvest Day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages, a connection to Deerwood's heroes of old. Other than Dunrid Rowe, who really knows about any of that, though? How would you do so much damage with the lance? Excellent. I'm going to sit back, and I'm going to tell you. Or, with a scimitar. Alright, so when you two-hand a scimitar, you get 1.5 times bonus on strength. So let's say you have +4 to dexterity. You're looking at +6 strength, and then you power attack, so you get -1 to hit, +2 to damage. So you'll be 1d6 plus 8. My bad, it won't be 1d6 plus 10. It'll be 1d6 plus 8. Still a lot. Looking at what, 9 to 14 damage. Easily enough to put down any level 1, and with a 18 to 20 crit range, you got like a 3 in 20 chance of doing a crit and completely wiping somebody out. I don't know if it works like that, honestly. I thought that the +3 to power attack only applied to two-handed weapons. I have to look it up every time I do it. I'm way better with ranged or magic characters. And I've seen other people have the exact opposite problem. A lot. They're like, oh, you don't know about all this melee shit? Or this range shit? Well, eventually you should. If you're going to be a melee damage dealer, power attack gives you -1 to hit and then +2 to damage. And then every 4 BAB, it gives you another -1 to hit and another +2 to damage. So it's like a stacking increase of damage that levels quite well. I'm trouble finding anything to do in here. Seems like there's a lot of stuff to steal, but that's not my jive, yo. I would know about jiving. This is a symbol of Abaddon. Colossal smithing hammer imposed upon a circular gear. It's smooth and bright with buffing oils. Well, Reign of Winter does have history with crits confirming, but they're mostly my crits confirming.
We just don't have the manpower. Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
I'm not giving you Dervish Dance. You have to get Dervish Dance whenever you want, bro. You could technically pick it up at level 1 if you took 1 level in Dawnflower Dervish Bard. You could even put 1 level in Inquisitor and then 1 level in Dawnflower Dervish. And then you would have it at level 2. You'd just be scattered and all weird, and I just dropped my hero card. So I'm going to grab that real quick before I talk to this. Uh-oh. Well, now I pushed the hero card under the carpet by accident. So I'm going to hit a button. He's going to talk.
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates, and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
Oh, okay. Apparently, if you're two-handing a one-handed weapon, you still get -1 +3. So, at level 3, Henley, you'd be doing 1d6 plus 9 damage. Let's see here. Hey, man. Those Jade Regent crits last night. Koya critting on a Star Knife, that was some badass damage right there. I love the word here, novitiates. I've heard justiciars before, although it's usually justicar. But novitiate sounds like novice and initiate. More recruits means more training, which means more time from experienced soldiers that I don't have. Anyhow, I hardly see how this is any of your concern. But if you've got time to ask me about it, then perhaps you've got time to do something constructive. Forge Master Dunson is working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. Warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at him. We don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Viana lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't had the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scrivener's dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise anyway. Once you've brought him the research, he can sell you any arms or armor if you need. He forges and repairs all our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in all of Defiance Bay. We're the only professional army in Defiance Bay, or the Deerwood for that matter. We defended the city in Hadrit's Day. We've improved our training since then, but the Dunred Row can certify that many of our officers have come from good Deerwood fighting stock. Now we're responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. With so many refugees pouring in from the countryside, That's become more important than ever. Unfortunately, that has earned us enemies, especially among the dozens and some of the more enterprising families in Defiance Bay. They're demagogues and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world, and not some frontier outpost. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day, and street thugs the rest of the time. Needless to say, they've no patience for law and order. House Domhnall, namely. They're one of the city's oldest noble families, and its largest criminal organization. Their patriarch, Gedmar, has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operations. We've kept on top of him, and he hasn't been too happy about it. New quest accepted. Something about the Valewood. Strategic positioning.
Hey,
All right then.
We're just gonna keep looking around, see if there's anything we can take that's not stealing. Yeah, if you took fighter at level 2, you could pick up Dervish Dance as a feat. I think I got the whole place explored. Yeah, man, everyone can use a level of fighter. My Mystic Thurge, you know, my Divine Hierophant, Cleric Fighter. Actually, Cleric Fighter is kind of fun. There's a couple of Venture Captains that are Cleric Fighters that actually aren't terrible.
Well, this would be our Church of Woodica. Dear Wardens. Probably the first thing we burned during the Revolution.
Gold, come back.
Praise to the exiled queen. May her crown be restored and her justice prevail. Come to pay your respects to the queen that was. Lord Ardwellen Rugform III, and pleased to make your acquaintance. I came to the Deerwood on one of the first ships from Adia, and unlike the yokels and hut dwellers around here, I still keep to the old ways.
I don't think that Dervish dancers get bad.
And so you did. These savage colonists may have burned it down, but worship of the Oathbinder is alive and well. These stairs lead to the main sanctum. These stairs, of course. The sanctum was always below ground, adjacent to the catacombs, so it wasn't destroyed by the fires.
Of course, the catacombs I was in earlier. I
There
figured
are
going
various
into those
entrances
catacombs.
throughout Defiance Bay, but I dare say the easiest to reach is in Copper Lane. I haven't been to that part of town in ages, but as I recall, it's somewhere near the southern gate.
Yeah, I figured going into random catacombs early would be a bad idea.
Worshipping Woodica, the exiled queen and Oathbinder. I come every day to offer my devotion. I'd love nothing more than to book passage back to Adia, but it is my Emperor's wish that I serve in these barbaric lands. And so I do. I beg your pardon? Is this some sort of joke where you come from? A queen among the gods. She oversees laws and oaths. Everything has a rightful place, and Woodica watches over them all. Of course, not everyone accepts this. Even among the other gods, her authority is questioned. But Woodica is also goddess of memory and vengeance. And she remembers. She'll remember every slight and trespass when she reclaims her throne.
That is a fucking terrifying god, man. The god of justice, memory, and vengeance?
hey, of course.
All right, then.
Over here, Andra's gift. Unlock it. And we're gonna do Heritage Hill. Hill height.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
What's this? Oh, stuff I can just take. No problem. Nope, can't take that. Uh-oh. Okay, it didn't crash.
Hail and well met.
Ah, the original way seemed wealth and style and culture. If you were to go to the Republic, you would not want to leave. Why would you? The people are beautiful and charming. I am here because the Songreta Ducala wishes it. But when my appointment is done, I will be on the first ship out, and I will sing from here to Sedona. As the Valen ambassador, my job is to ensure trade with the Deerwood remains strong and profitable. Seems reasonable. What's this? The Violent Republic, a ship sailing beneath 5 radiant stars. Love interest of Rovagug. We've already got Craig being a secret Rovagug worshipper. Now not so secret with Dan trying to spill the beans. What the shit? Weird that just opened for no reason. Alright. Here's Heritage Hill. And then I shall have everything unlocked. And then we'll go check on this Scrivener. What's her name? Where's this at? Defiance Bay. Duke's Palace. Can't do that one. Don't know how to do that one. Probably can't do that one. Don't really want to do that one. There were drakes there. There we go. Copper Lane. Boom. Finally found it. Sure are a lot of things trying to send me to the dang endless pass. They're not that endless either. There's only 15 levels, but they sure are hard as balls. Have I mentioned how happy I am to play this game? I mean, I just want to tell the story again because it's such a good story. That I bought the game on Kickstarter. Kickstarted the shit out of it. And then I told my mom about it, and then she'd call me every few months and she'd be like, "Is that game out yet? You seemed like you really wanted to play it." Where's this Scrivener's place? Boom, nailed it. Grevani. You want to know about good scribes? Good scribes? Scriving? You need to read Kingkiller Chronicles. So, the book called The Name of the Wind and then The Wise Man's Fear, both by Patrick Rothfuss. Absolutely fantastic. So good. What is like this guy's face over here? What? Oh, he's one of those godkin people. That's why he has horrible glowing horns. We go in. She's dead.
Gods keep you.
Snowcap. Snowcap. So few people know Snowcap. Much less ogres. I like Vienna. She's always talking about Metal Man, which is strange, since I'm pretty sure she doesn't eat Snowcap. I don't talk about Metal Man either, and I do eat Snowcap. Ah. Anyway, she's not here now. Flew away to Andra's gift to meet her friend Bezia. No, Clesia. Yes, Clesia. Clizzy is a friend she's gone to meet, an Andra's gift. In a house, not a boat. North house, empty house. Gift has a lot of boats. We should go rowing sometime. Yes, I am a scrivener. I read books, I write books. I once ate a book, but that was only because it looked like a sweet pie. Or perhaps it was a sweet pie baked to look like a book. Interesting. Oh, I'm also a collector of the herb. Flowers, plants, I sell them. Mostly, I eat them. Place where scriveners who work at the Hall of Revealed Mysteries sleep. Why don't you sell me some shit, and I will sell you what I got. And by the way, you should not be... Ooh, what's this? That seems important. DR3 plus intellect plus lore. Holy hell, dicks. This thing's amazing. I'm gonna throw it on my whiz. Because whizzes can't handle my shit. Whizzes can't handle my shit. That's really good. Time to restock my money pile. There we go. Now I got some money to pay my people with. Recovery. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Now let me make sure I'm not doubling up on anything. Nope. Okay. I am doubling up. But he's not. Okay, so now he's buffed.
Huh? All right, then.
What's up, Scriv? Viana's diary. Well, I probably should have read that one. Alright, Viana. What's your diary say? It'll be pretty hard to find her diary and all this. Is that a torch? In my book section. Quest item. This looks like a diary belonging to someone named Viana. The latest entry bears yesterday's date. Lesia arrives tomorrow. The way we parted after her last visit, I didn't think she'd want to return. When I received a letter from Ozia, expected the worst. The distance has been hard for her, and my focus on my research hasn't made anything easier. Tomorrow, none of that will matter. The things we said, the things I didn't say. I'll have a chance to make it up to her. I wish we had more privacy here, but for now, that old house on the north side of Andra's gift is still empty. To show up, she's gonna be dead. I watched enough CSI to know how this goes down. Oh, I can't steal any of the other things in here. Alright.
You must gather?
Harold and Kumar get baked.
Have you ever chased a skirt wizard? Or do you merely hide behind them?
Pawn your personal problems off on me.
They will use you, cast you off when it suits them. Never speak another word to you.
Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore.
Holy shit. This fucking inter-party dialogue just went over. Like, the shark has been jumped, the game is over. There's really no point to playing. Oh, it was so good. Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore. Ever chased a skirt wizard? It should not be as funny as it is. Oh, there's a abandoned house right there. Boom, here we go. Stealing stuff from random refugees right in front of their faces. Well, doesn't seem to be where Evian is at. Oops. Oh, I don't want to do that. At the north side of Andra's gift, right? Oh, there's more than one. More than one way to skin a dog. Appa.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Dun 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 dun. As you enter the room, you see several figures huddled together. They stand at attention, armed, but not in matched gear like the Crucible Knights. At the center of the group, one woman looms over another, holding a flail. She snarls at the cowering figure. You've got pages of research here. You expect me to believe this is just your scratchwork? It's nothing, I promise, just my notes. We know you were meeting with the Crucible Knights. You think you're the only ones with power in this city? They call us the Dozens for a reason. Now, I won't ask you again. This room is on fire. Alright.
How may I help?
Police hype. Is that a fucking goat? It's an antelope. Ah, beautiful. Alright, don't grease there, buddy. I need you to grease someplace else. I need you to grease right here.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna grease right there. And you're
Okay.
gonna blind them. And that's gonna be the end of that shit. Because then we're gonna set them on fire.
Huh.
How strong are these guys? Oh yeah, we're way too fucking strong for this. Yep. They definitely all died a horrible death really quickly.
Stand still!
Although I think I killed the scribe by accident. James, if you're still out there in the audience, was I supposed to... Did she die automatically, or did I literally just fucking kill her with chain fireballs? Seems bad. ER10. Well, that sounds important. Plus 20 defense while stunned, plus 20 while prone. That seems fantastic. And... I think it's time to put that shit on my main tank. Constitution. How do I do this one? Not enough money, more than materials. So I'm not gonna with it yet. Although, do I already have con stuff on him? Yeah, I do. Reflection, reflex. Can't go wrong with Dex. Let me start cleaning up the inventories of all my dudes. Protection cloth. That actually does clean it up pretty well.
All right then.
Rangers with guns, huh? That does sound like an interesting combination. Probably try it at some point. I really don't know if I was supposed to be able to save her or not. But I'm gonna roll with what I got. She died in the crossfire of me setting the whole room on fire. My apologies. Man, it's not like this is Mass Effect. It's not gonna make a difference 2 games down the line. Why shouldn't I play Renegade all the time? Damn it! I'm trying to justify my, you wouldn't call it an accidental murder. What do you call it? Manslaughter. There we go. Oh, this is Animancer Town.
Welcome.
Hiddens, Hiram's Pangram. Theorems could advance my research by leap and bounds, but Grimda, the High Archivist, worships Whale, which means she has some paradoxical views on sharing and restricting knowledge. Since she's not exactly a proponent of animancy, she tends to restrict the kind of information be useful to me. Blah, blah, blah. Interesting. That sounds bad. Yeah, it does sound like necromancy. Ha! Nonsense! Necromancy is magic. This is science. I'll be back here to Necromancy Town at some other date. Time to go turn in this scroll of knowledge. So I can use the smithy. Wither he the withery, by the wither.
You must gather your party.
No, you gotta gather my party. Bitch. That's not it. There we go.
That's what Cleaver's been looking for anyway. If you found it.
Trying to harness souls like this. It's a crime against the gods, and it's bound to earn us more trouble than it saves. The Cliver's given me his orders, so I've got to forge these things as best I can. Anyway, Cliver's told me to sell you arms or armor you might want. You won't find any better anywhere in Defiance
Now,
Bay.
time to see if that Valian was worth all that blood and copper.
Dead now, man. Don't speak ill of her.
I'll be damned. To be honest, even I wasn't expecting it to work this well. Back to it. Cleaver will want me to finish the rest of them. And it sounded like he has a job for you, too.
Excellent. Light fire. DR reduction. DR5 bypass. Nope, I want to compare it to now. Okay. Does less damage. You'll burn damage. France Blizzard. That means. Reminds me. Okay, alright. Let's see what this guy wants, and then we might take a break.
Dunstan will complete the first squad of Forge Knights in no time. Now the High Justice will want to have his Forge Masters at Fleetbreaker Castle create more. I've made a copy of Viana's research, and the High Justice has sent a courier to Anslog's Compass to retrieve it. The dozens have gotten too active for the courier to come to Defiance Bay, and after Viana's kidnapping, we've got to assume they know about our plans. That's why I'm sending you to deliver the research. You shouldn't be recognizable to the dozens. Yet.
Not much the dozens do recognize, other than things that make them feel threatened. And what are they doing, minnows?
Anslog's Compass is a small lagoon just north of Defiance Bay. Your contact will be a commander named Arenroad. She'll meet you by the docks. Return to me when you've finished. The High Justice has made the expansion of the Forge Knights his top priority, which means it's mine as well.
Alright. Actually, guys, you know what? Feeling a little tired. Probably just gonna end the stream here, but thank you to everybody who came out to watch live, and huge amount of commentary. It's been awesome chatting with everyone. I gotta prep for Mummy's Mass tomorrow, so I'm just gonna catch up on some things. I probably need to go watch The Mummy. Hopefully it's on Netflix. I need to get in Egyptian state of mind. Alright. We'll probably have another one of these Pillars of Eternity streams in the next few days, so keep an eye out for it. Maybe Saturday night.